headlines, Guyana makes major gains in the fight against trafficking in persons, successful start to lithium exploration in Guyana, and small and micro businesses are set to benefit tremendously from the emerging oil and gas sector. We start by telling you some very important news. Guyana has fully met the minimum standards for the elimination of trafficking in persons. According to the U.S. State Department, the government of Guyana made key achievements during the reporting period and has been upgraded to Tier 1. As reported over the last 5 years, Guyana is a source country and a destination country for men, women, and children subjected to sex trafficking and forced labor. However, the government maintained efforts to prevent trafficking, and the achievements included approving the 2017 to 2018 National Action Plan for combating trafficking in persons, increasing the number of investigations, prosecutions, and convictions, and identifying and assisting more victims for the second year in a row. These efforts have now been formally recognized and heralded by the U.S. State Department. The first phase of the Murrah BC lithium and tantalum project in Guyana was a success, says Gerard King, CEO of the Australian company Green Power Energy. Zanil Williams reports.
The first phase for exploration of lithium has been successful, says Gerard King, Chief Executive Officer of Australian company Green Power Energy. Phase 1 of the Murrah BC lithium and tantalum project has found 3 areas in Region 7, Turisi Ridge, Banakaru, and East Camp, to be rich in lithium. The CEO and a geologist are currently in Guyana to start the project's second phase. The CEO explains Guyana will benefit from royalties and jobs will be created.
We will be obviously the people making the, let's assume that we find sufficient quantities to start mining. We will start mining. It will take some time to get to that point because we have to do a lot of measuring, then we have to do economic and other studies to ensure that there's something that banks will finance in terms of building processing plants and so forth, and then the ultimate products will be exported from this country. So the benefits for the country, I guess, are the royalties that will be brought from the actual mining taking place.
Minister within the Ministry of Natural Resources, Simona Brooms, says the natural resources sector is thriving and lithium will benefit the nation.
Guyana is on the right path. So we'll be looking forward to a lithium mines. It's something that's very new to Guyana and its people. It opens up a different level of opportunities and understanding of our natural resources sector.
This is a collaborative project with Canadian-based company Guyana Strategic Metals, GSM, Incorporated. Lithium is said to be the lightest known metal and is commonly used to make rechargeable batteries found in cell phones and other high-tech devices. Zanil Williams for InfoHub.
Spearheaded by PAHO, WHO, consultations on Guyana's first draft of the Antimicrobial Resistance National Action Plan have started. Delicia Haynes was at the meeting today at the Marriott and tells us more.
Speaking at the first multi-sectoral session today at the Marriott Hotel, Minister within the Ministry of Public Health, Dr. Karen Cummins, says this process will contribute to the elimination of a global threat.
Antimicrobial resistance is such a major concern globally that the United Nations General Assembly, for the 4th time since its existence, convened on a health problem. On September 21, 2016, world leaders made a commitment to develop national action plans on AMR.
The World Health Organization states that antimicrobial resistance threatens the very core of modern medicine and the sustainability of an effective global public health response to enduring threats from the infectious diseases. National Focal Point Dr. Dane Hartley wants all stakeholders and subject ministers to understand the need to support a national action plan to fight antimicrobial resistance.
We hope, firstly, that we are able to bring antimicrobial resistance to the attention of those who might not be fully aware as to the magnitude of this threat and the effect that it can have on us as human beings and that our very existence on this planet can be directly affected by how well we fight this fight.
Collaborating agencies have also been working to reduce antimicrobial resistance. Chief Executive Officer of the Guyana Livestock Development Authority, Nigel Cumberbatch, notes that since 2015, the GLDA has been working on developing the capacity to do this.
We were involved in training and execution of a project of a similar nature with the Ohio State University.
Antimicrobial resistance is the ability of a microorganism such as bacteria, viruses, and some parasites to stop antibiotics and antivirals from working against it. Resulting in standard treatments becoming ineffective, infections persist and may spread to others. The National Action Plan on AMR is expected to correct this growing threat. For the InfoHub, Delicia Haynes.
As Guyana continues to prepare for the emerging oil and gas sector, small and micro businesses are being urged to prepare for the potential benefits. Gabriela Patram has the details.
Minister of Business Dominic Gaskin says that numerous persons have already begun to prepare for the sector, and these businesses must not be left behind.
Businesses, whether big or small, must also prepare themselves for oil and the impacts of oil.
The business minister notes that in the coming months, more information will be provided to Guyanese about the sector. He wants these businesses to pay attention to the information being made available and seize the available economic opportunities to prepare themselves.
Things are happening quickly, and we need to pay attention or we'll miss out on important opportunities.
In 2016, ExxonMobil revealed that Guyana will start producing an estimated 100,000 barrels of oil per day by 2020. Guyanese are expected to benefit from the numerous spin-off enterprises from this sector. Many businesses can take advantage of ventures such as catering, supplying ration, trucking, and transportation, amongst other services. Paul McAdam for the InfoHub.
Residents in Region 7 will no longer have to travel to the Georgetown Hospital for critical treatment. The Bartica Regional Hospital is being upgraded to offer improved services. I was in Bartica recently, and here is what I found out. Region 7 Chairman Gordon Bradford says the drawing for the hospital's new design is being finalized.
We have to consult with the draftsman and those persons. So as fast as they do the drawing, they come and we discuss it. And if we have anything to add or so on, well, I think we've gone through that process. So the final drawing should be now in process for that project.
The US $3 million funding for this project is catered for in a recent US $17.5 million line of credit from the Government of India. On completion, Bradford says the hospital should have additional space for more patient bed capacity and other services.
That project would cater for the modernization and expansion of the Bartica Hospital, including an additional operating theater, expansion of the accident and emergency unit, and general modernization, whereby we hope also to be able to train within the region our health caregivers.
Traveling to GPHC for treatment can be costly, burdensome, and even critical for residents in riverine communities. This project, which is expected to be completed within the next 3 years, will significantly bring relief to the riverine residents. Delicia Haynes joins us once again to tell us that the National Weather Watch Center is seeking to rebuild public confidence in the information it disseminates.
Chief Hydrometeorological Officer Dr. Garvin Cummins says the National Weather Watch Center is working to ensure that the public receive accurate information that is easy to understand.
We have been working with a number of our partners to ensure that information that we are providing is relevant, is useful to the persons that need it the most. We have been meeting with our main stakeholders to ensure that climate and weather information is accessible. One such activity is the holding of the National Climate Outlook Forums that we had, the first in early 2015 before the beginning of the primary rainfall season.
Dr. Cummins says that the Hydrometeorological Service is engaging the local media to ensure that information on the weather and climate is timely, accurate, and reaches the general population. They will be utilizing all media platforms and have consulted all stakeholders, even farmers who will get this information whenever they need it.
We are required to provide services for agriculture in order to provide guidance and support in terms of decision making. and there's weather and climate information. Weather, we're speaking about very short weather forecasts or predictions. On the seasonal level, we're talking about more long-term, what might be the expected rainfall.
The National Weather Watch Center issues daily forecasts with reviews of the weather conditions. Persons who rely on this information sometimes find it difficult to understand. The center plans to hold educational sessions for visitors at its Mary office to enable the weather information to be easily understood. For the Info Hub, Delicia Haynes.
And now we tell you that the introduction of a handbook on local governance is receiving rave reviews from local councillors. InfoHub spoke with a few councillors, and here is what they had to say. New Amsterdam Region 6 Municipality Councillor Oceanta Lambert says the handbook will make councillors' jobs easier and efficient.
I think this is a great initiative. This would really help us as councillors, especially that we are new, to be able to manage our municipality wherever our work is, and to help us to even work better within our municipalities.
Describing the handbook as one that was long awaited, Bartica Municipality Councillor Carmen Williams says it will create a better understanding of the local government system.
There was never any booklet, and I'm happy that this government would have taken a step to put a book, this book in place, so we can be following laws and rules pertaining to local government, and that is going to be a guide for us and for those to follow in the future.
Mayor of Bartica, Gifford Marshall, is optimistic that the book will aid municipalities in achieving local government democracy.
Local democracy is key to our development, and persons definitely have, the residents of themselves have a role to play, and we have to ensure that we give them that opportunity. That's why participatory democracy and inclusiveness is critical. And this manual, based on a glimpse that I've had, emphasizes a lot on that and allows for us as councillors to understand the importance of getting the residents involved.
The handbook, the first of its kind in Guyana, was launched in Bartica on Friday by Minister of Communities Ronald Bulkan. The publication covers a range of topics, including the need for participation by communities, an overview of the local government system, critical legislation for local government, among others. And now let's take a look at the weather forecast for the next 24 hours. Folks in Region 6 and 10 and in southern Guyana, that's the Rupununi, can expect moderate to heavy showers tonight, and coastal and near inland areas of Regions 3, 4, 5 and 6 are due for light to moderate showers early tomorrow morning. Inland areas will experience thunder showers. Rainfall over Regions 7 and 10 and the Rupununi will be 2 inches over the next 12 hours. Please take the necessary precautions. Thanks for watching. Connect with us 24/7 on our website and social media. Goodbye.